This is me, a writer. A book lover who has studied sociology. As you know, if you live in Middle East and your passion is science, you can't earn enough money to live. So, guess what? I choose to be an artist. Ta-da! My third choice would have made me completely rich. No way, girl. This is the sound of my right angel, but don't worry guys, I won't pay attention. I never knew how to live in a society where I could reach my wishes. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. All I want is to be free. Don't worry, this is not a sad video. I'm not complaining. Once upon a time, no, I won't sound like a legendary story. One day, I woke up and had an idea. Let's make my world perfect again. I'm the owner of my world. I will do whatever I want. I'm the queen of my own land. Wait a minute. Unless you are the master
of my own bladder.
That's the sound of my left angel. Anyway, she's right. But still, I could have built my society. Not everyone is meant to enter this mental society. This is a carefully selected community. Only the chosen ones can join. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my society. The first applicant came in very seriously and confidently. Guys, let's keep this between us. He enjoys being looked up to. He likes it when we call him sir. Every time I talk to him, I feel like he is a well-established professor, as if he is the one choosing me rather than me choosing him. Welcome, sir. It looks like you've applied to live in the My Society.
No application needed. And how dare you build this society without me as one of the first members?
Well, this is my society. I can build a house for whomever I want.
True, it's yours. But you'd be a fool not to have me here. Leave me out of this society and see who loses more, you or me.
Unfortunately, I have to admit that you're right. I'm actually a fan of yours. No more to say then. Congratulations, you're now officially accepted into the My Society. Let's get started on building your house.
You know, I've always had a thing for green. My office was always that color. Don't forget that. Make sure there's some green. And Nix, you know I love antiques.
Because you live in the past more than the future, right? You believe that everything is rooted in childhood.
I feel like you are getting me.
Why does green make you peace? I always thought if cocaine were used in a water space, it would be more effective, keeping the person more alert. Isn't that right?
First of all, lower your voice, girl. We don't talk loudly about cocaine anymore. I used to use it myself, back before we knew it was addictive. I even recommended it to others. My second sister loved it. But once it was proven to be addictive, we had to stop.
Yeah, sure. Like, I'd believe that. I know you use it for the rest of your life. Alright, let's get back to the house. Since you love green and antiques, I think the best place for your house would be in a forest, with trees blending into the house so that every morning you can use the peaceful atmosphere to recharge your libido energy. But the house will have a stylized design.
Stylized? What the hell is that?
A stylish, cute, and artsy design.
Oh, for God's sake. Look at who I'm stuck with at the end of my life.
Stop complaining, it's going to be amazing. I started with a cube. I always begin with Blender's default cube because it's lonely and unfairly deleted by mostly modelers.
Honestly, I've always preferred curves over sharp edges.
No worries, I'll bend it for you. Sir, you believe that instincts shape our personalities, right?
Correct. Instincts are a form of energy that links bodily needs to mental desires.
I also know you believe in two types of instincts, life and death, and that the energy in the life instinct is called libido. Does that have anything to do with the
I feel like you know dill than libidos.
Well, gears today aren't like they were in your time. Honestly, one of the most ridiculous ideas was that we originally had a penis but lost it somehow and now we're searching for it. Don't you think the opposite is true, that men are the ones constantly chasing after women?
Thanks to feminism, I'm the one being interrogated now.
You know, in our culture we have a term for men like you. We call them golden.
Watch it. You're crossing the line.
Yeah, it is. But hey, eye for an eye.
I worked on important theories. Sure, I emphasized the penile part a lot, but it's unfair to say all my thoughts revolved around that.
I agree, you were truly valuable, sir. I'm really fascinated by your structural personality model.
Although my topographical model was great too. First, I explained the conscious, subconscious, and unconscious mind. Then, I transitioned into the structural model with the id, ego, and superego. That model was a masterpiece, a revolution in my opinion.
True, but even that theory didn't win you a Nobel Prize.
That was Einstein's fault. I was nominated twice. That man wrote a letter saying, "Don't give him the award. He's just a psychologist." What did I ever do to that bastard?
But that's just how it was back then. Psychology wasn't seen as a real science, just like how you started in medicine, thinking it would make you more famous.
But I was flexible. I even went to Charcot to learn hypnosis, and honestly, it worked wonders.
But I never understand why later on, when discussing neurosis, did you claim that your patients hadn't actually experienced sexual abuse, but only imagined it?
What's your name again?
Avan,
Avon. I was scared. I couldn't believe that so many girls had been victims of incest. Fathers, brothers, uncles. It was terrifying. And honestly, my popularity would have taken a hit too.
throughout history, the one thing that has never really mattered is women's rights.
I'm sorry. Is it still the same?
Sorta. It's getting better, but there are still many issues. Anyway, let's check on the house. It's coming along well. I just need to add textures now. Anyway, back to my favorite topic, your structural personality model. Can you explain a bit more?
You better pay attention. I'm only saying this once. I said humans have three main parts. The ego. Think of it as the most conscious part. It mediates between the id and the superego. The id is like a newborn baby, pure impulse and instinct, storing all the drives and libido energy. The id directly connects to bodily needs and follows the pleasure principle. But pleasure isn't just sexual, it's anything that feels good, like eating. The ego's job is to guide the id in a way that aligns with reality. Meanwhile, the superego tries to control the id. It's essentially our conscience. All our problems come from the ego being under pressure. Anxiety means the ego is struggling and needs attention. Remember, the superego develops in childhood, so morality is shaped early on.
You were a valuable thinker, sir. I've always admired your work.
I've enjoyed this conversation. You remind me of Martha, my wife. I used to talk to her a lot. She gave me confidence, just like my mother, who always believed in me.
Don't try flirting with me, sir. I know your relationship with Martha wasn't great for a while. I know you suffered from neurosis because you weren't close to her.
Yeah, everyone goes through dark moments. Stay away from people who are too afraid to talk about their shame, Avin. We all have our shadows, and it's those very shadows that help us grow.
Be honest, did you write all this because you weren't having sex with Martha?
What's wrong with you, girl? We've been talking about the superego, haven't we? Anyway, I don't think it's your business unless you're taking notes.
Hey, you said it yourself. People talk about what they lack, so just admit it.
I don't think I owe you any accountability, but I psychoanalyzed myself first and built my theories from there. That's why I've always said true understanding starts from within.
I think we've touched on the core of your ideas. How about we ask the audience to comment on which historical facts were referred and what they'd like to learn more about?
What? I thought we were supposed to be alone together. Who the hell is watching us? Anyway, I don't like people commenting on my theories. They sure as hell aren't qualified. Expanding them, fine. But commenting, never.
Isn't that why you had issues with Jung?
It all started in America. America was a giant mistake. Benjamin Spock worked hard to promote my ideas there. But that trip only made people pay more attention to Jung. I hated it.
Jealousy, sir, jealousy. It's karma. You spend your life talking about Oedipus complexes and now it's come full circle.
The new generation twists everything. It's like the past means nothing to you.
I'm literally building you a house in my mind society. What more do you want?
A proper house, not a doll house.
Maybe it's time to rethink old beliefs. Nothing is as serious as we make it out to be. Let's break old rules and reinterpret them.
Maybe you're right, Avon.
And here it is, your house is ready. Take a look.
I have to admit, I didn't expect this, but it's amazing. I think I'm really going to feel good here.
Just don't do cocaine and cut back on the cigars. They'll give you mouth cancer again. Dance more, loosen up, and connect with nature. We're just getting started. Hey guys, thanks for watching me till now. If you want to know who is our next resident, don't forget to subscribe. And also write your comments below and let me know what you think about the Mind Society. See you in the next video. Thank you.